Okay, guys, so the last time we talked, I think it was a couple days ago, and I was taking you guys with me on just a typical day, getting ready and all of that. And I had the kids with me that day, so we didn't get a chance to talk. I thought I was going to get my nails done, and that did not happen. So I am still with these same burgundy nails today, so hopefully I'll get them done tomorrow. But today we're going to go ahead and get into the topic of the day, which is 5 things I wish I knew before I turned 40. I used to wonder if I was the only woman thinking about this or feeling this way, but I bet that I am not the only one. There are more women than I think that that's feeling this way, that's going through the same things, and it's kind of some things they probably thought they wish they knew before they got to this age. So let's just go ahead and talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. I want to start off by saying a couple years back, when I thought about me turning 40, my heart would start to racing because y'all, it put fear all in my body. I'm thinking, oh my God, I am gonna be so old. But now that I am 40, I don't feel old at all. Like I don't feel old. And when my kids call me old, I be like, what? Who old? Ain't nobody old around here, y'all. So my first thing that I'm going to let you know is that just because you are turning 40, just because you are in your 40s, that does not mean a thing, okay? Because even though I am 40, I still feel like I did when I was 16, 17, 18. Just because you are 40, even when I was 20 and 21, just because you're 40 does not mean you're going to have everything. It magically starts to get easier and you figure things out. It doesn't happen that way. I'm going to say you do find a sense of figuring it out easier, and whatever you decide is just what it is, but you don't have things all figured out. You still are trying to figure some things out still. You guys, what has your experience been? I'd love to hear your stories in the comments. Hey y'all, so I think I just gave y'all like 2 things in one, so let's go back over it. So the first thing is turning 40 does not mean you feel like you're 40. Just because you're 40, that is nothing but a number, okay? Turning 40 and even over 40, y'all, I still feel like I'm 16, 18, 20, 21. I mean, spiritually, your girl still feel young. The only time I don't is when my kids be like, oh, you so old. But I tell them quickly, like, no, no, ma'am, no, sir, I am not. And then the second thing I was going to tell you guys, like I talked about, is figuring your shit out, okay? Just because you are 40 does not mean you are going to magically have all of your shit figured out, okay? It's just not happening. It is nothing but a number, like I said. So, not only are you not figuring what you need to figure out, which is funny because you would think that's the time that you're going to figure everything out and you know what you want. Yeah, you do know what you want. You know which way you're going, but everything is not figured out. You're just older with some, if you're blessed to have more problems. And then as far as structure, y'all, my life is totally not structured, and that's okay. If you are the type of person where you need structure in your life, then that's fine. That's the type of person you are. But with me, I'm a kind of wing it person, so I like to wing it. But all of these things can be done. You can be a structured person. You can figure your stuff out. But I just want to let you know there is no magic number. 40 is not the magic number. And just because you're 40 does not mean these things get any easier, ladies. You guys, what has your experience been? I'd love to hear your stories in the comments. The one thing I want to say is that everybody is going to be different, this I know, but there are some things that I have heard other women say. I am pretty sure that most women, if not all women, have thought this whenever they turn 40. But I would try something once and I would think, I don't like that, right? So when people would ask me if I would eat this certain thing or if I drunk this certain thing, I'd always be like, no, I've tried it. I don't like it. I always say, at least try something once. If you don't like it, then hey, you know you don't like it. But I must say, the third thing is going to be always try something at least twice. If you don't like it the first time, give yourself a couple of years, try it again. Because there is something about getting older, I will say your taste buds completely change. There were things that I did not eat that now I'm in my 40s, I absolutely adore and love, y'all. I used to think that I would never eat these things, and now, oh, I love. There are some things that I don't know how I went without them for this freaking long. So the number is this number 3 or number 4? The number 3 thing is to make sure that you try things at least twice before you decide you don't like it and you put it on your F boy list. Okay. Now the fourth thing I want to talk about is intimacy. Even though we're on a hiatus right now, the one thing I can tell you about me being in my 40s, and a lot of women probably in their 40s have learned now, is your intimacy, I feel, is much more on a meaningful and deeper level. The connections that you will have right now, it's like your body and your mind and your spirit has matured to a point that you can connect with a man or a life partner, whomever you are with, on a much more meaningful and deeper level. Um, I can talk about all the scientific reasons this probably would be true. I don't care about that. The only thing I care about is that it happens, and it's freaking amazing when it does. I don't have to tell you guys any more than that. I think you can figure out the rest, or just take it for what it is and you'll figure out the rest, right? Because if you if you understand, if you picking up what I'm putting down, then you understand what I'm saying. And y'all, it is so pretty today. It is such a beautiful day, and I thought it would be great to shoot this video outside so that you guys could enjoy the outside with me, because it is so pretty out in Mississippi right now. It is like 90 something degrees. So it's about 3:30, 4 o'clock right now, and I just wanted y'all to see how pretty it is outside in the garden. Now, I would tell you, are you gonna want to start to gardening and all of the other things is not for everyone. But if you get older, I think it doesn't matter about maturity. Some people just start to kind of pick up these things and want to do some of these things whenever they get older, right? But the last thing that I want to talk to you guys about is having a meaningful relationship with friends and family. You know, when you get in your 40s, you will figure out that you don't want people around you that do not mean you any good, that's not going the same places that you are trying to go, and you just don't have time for BS, right? So you have a lot more meaningful friendships, family relationships, business partner relationships, um, work relationships. The relationships that you tend to have tend to be more meaningful to you. I have noticed that I can count on one hand how many friends I actually have. Not because I am not a friendly person, not because I can't just have friends, meet people, and have friends, but when you get to this age, you start to really choose your friends carefully, because you can't call everybody friends. Now, when you are younger, you will notice you will easily say, that's my friend. But once you reach your 40s, there are some criterias for you to be a friend to me. Not only I understand that I have to benefit I'm just not looking for benefits from a friend. I'm looking for someone who can be there. I'm looking for someone that I cannot talk to for a whole year, but when I see you, it's still all love. We pick right up where we left off. So my friendships tend to be more meaningful, and I have a select few of people that I can call friends. My family, they are everything to me, and I just feel like your relationships are way much more cultivated. You guys, what has your experience been? I'd love to hear your stories in the comments. Subscribe and join me every week as we navigate and explore life after 40. And remember, it is never too late to choose yourself. If you enjoyed this video, give it a good thumbs up, set your notification bell so that you can stay updated every time I drop a video. Bye y'all.